Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I've actually filmed a YouTube video. I've been concentrating so much on Instagram, but that's okay. I'm back. I've got some really cool content coming up. But today we're going to do a first impression on the new Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. Now, I've never actually tried Urban Decay's foundations before. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you, but I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to try it out. They claim that it's flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, which is good. Minimizes appearance of pores. Thank Christ, because I've got pores for days. And it's a stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. So I have the shade 30NN, which is the neutral undertone. I did order this online. I got it off Mecca, so I have actually no idea if it's going to match me. Maybe a bit dark. The lighter shade underneath this was already sold out, so I just got the one after. So this is the packaging right here. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got this really like nice, I don't know if you guys can see that, like divot. See how it comes up like that? Beautiful rose gold lid, and obviously it's a pump. So I'm going to shake it up and I'm going to actually try applying it with a sponge and a brush. So one half of my face would be sponge, the other half would be brush. I've already primed my face and I've already done my skincare. So I'm just shaking it up. I'm going to pump, I don't know, how much should I pump? That was maybe 2 pumps. Okay, 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to get my mirror out so I can see what the hell I'm doing. I think I might start with a sponge first. So I'm just cutting the butt of the sponge with the foundation. Oh, actually it might be a really good colour. Okay, let's see. Seems to be blending out quite easily. I have some dry skin around my nose at the moment because of the amount of times I've been blowing my nose. But it seems to be okay. Definitely matte. I'll give it that. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this side and compared to this side. This is the first application that we did. So this is with no foundation. And this is with the foundation. Not sure how to feel. Obviously you can see I've got some dry skin here. I think what I might do is I might go in with another pump. So I just did one pump. And I'm going to try and build it up. It's actually a really good colour match. Like spot on. I can't believe I got that right. Especially buying online. Cannot believe it. Okay, yeah, I would say it's buildable. Definitely buildable. Okay, I think I like that better. Don't know if it's really done much for my pores. So again, I'll show you the unfoundationed side. And this is the foundated side with the foundation. Me no speak no English. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I blown away? But I'm going to go on to the other side with the brush. I've put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm just using a round flat top brush. This is by Zoeva. It's the 104 buffer brush. And let's see how it applies with a brush. Okay, it's definitely going a long way. Because obviously, you know, sponges, they do soak up a lot of product. I feel like it's given me a lot more coverage with the brush than with the sponge. As I said, obviously that's because the sponge does soak up a lot of product. But then again, we can see that it gives us a sheer coverage. Not sheer, it's for me it's more like a light to medium in between their coverage with the sponge with that first application that we did. And then when we built it up, it became more medium. I wouldn't say that this is full coverage by any means. I think it's definitely more light to medium. Kind of feel with the side with the brush, it looks a lot more drier than the side with the sponge. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can kind of see it here in my pore section, like where I've got my major pores. I don't know, maybe if I move the light, you might be able to see that this side looks a lot more drier in the pore section than this side. You know what, for the hell of it, let's go in with another pump on the brush side. Just because, why not? I'm definitely patting with the brush, I'm not swiping so much. Okay, I kind of feel like I shouldn't have done that. Now I feel like the foundation is just sitting on top of my skin instead of looking really seamless. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that here in this section. I can see it on my little magnified mirror that I've got down this side. But it just looks like it's not sitting properly. I think I'm just going to go in with the sponge just to kind of marry it into my skin. See if that helps. Kind of better. What do you guys think? Kind of better? Maybe. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how concealer blends on top of this foundation, and then I'm going to go off and film another video because I actually want to kind of do a wear test on this. Probably not, it won't be a long wear test because it's kind of nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. But it will be sort of like, you know, a decent amount of hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours of wear test so we can check it out. So yeah, I think I might use my Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer in Natural Beige. I usually go between this and Vanilla. Ooh, it might be a little bit dark. God damn. Maybe I'll go in with a little bit of Vanilla. Alright, and I'm going to use my sponge to blend out my concealer. Seems to not have any issues with blending on top of this foundation, which is good. Okay, now that's with the concealer on. Don't look at my bags, they're quite hideous at the moment. Don't even. I definitely think you shouldn't use this foundation if you have a lot of dry patches, especially on my nose. Like I got some dry patches, as I said, from blowing my nose. You can see it's really grabbed onto that dry skin. I do think I like it more with the sponge, just because I feel like it really works it into the skin, whereas with the brush I feel like it really just sat on top of the skin. I didn't think that was the best application wise, but so far so good. You know what, it's definitely a matte foundation. Definitely a matte foundation. There's already some creasing here on my smile lines, which is normal. Everyone's gonna get it, whether you like it or you don't like it. It's gonna happen. It's just how our face is made. So yeah, so that's the application. I'm gonna go off and film another video with some eye makeup, and then I'll come back, I'll do a little check-in, and then I'll go about my day and then do another check-in, and then I'll let you guys know how it went. Okay, so first check-in. I've done my foundation, not my foundation, god damn it. My eyes, my bronzer, my highlighter, and everything like that. The bronzer and the blush and the highlighter blended in perfectly. I have not set the foundation only underneath my eyes. However, I did spritz it with the Glow Mist. I did that because usually I would. I want to make sure I do things that I would normally do. So I would normally use a setting spray, so I'm going to use a setting spray. You know, maybe the colour's slightly off. Did it oxidize? Maybe it's a bit darker now. Am I seeing things? I don't know. Pores. Honestly, pores are looking as per usual. I have big ass fucking pores and I can't do anything about that. It's my skin. Don't know what you want me to do about that, but can't do anything. I've tried, trust me. I mean, they're still there. Are they as big? No. By the way, I have normal to dry skin. I don't think I've got oily skin. I don't really get oily. But yes, there's a little bit of creasing on my smile lines here. But as I said before, it's normal. You can't do anything about it. You can try, good luck. As for the dry, flaky skin part, I mean, it's looking okay. Like, thank God it's on the bottom of my nose, so you're not really going to notice it. But so far, so good. I mean, we have put on quite a bit of foundation, I think, considering. Does it feel heavy? No, I feel like I'm not wearing anything at all, which is great. I hate the feeling of really heavy foundation on my skin. It irks me the wrong way, but it's good. I don't feel it. So yeah, this is my skin now. This is how it's looking. There is a bit of like cracking on the sides of my nose, but for me that's normal. Like, I find that part of my face so hard to get into, and then I can't get up, and then it just goes all crackling and shit. I gotta work that shit out. I'll get there in time, hopefully. But yeah, I really like how it looks on camera. Does it have flashback? Alright. Okay, let's see. Nah, no flashback, but I look dead. Even with this face full of makeup on. That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go off and do a couple of things and then I'll check back in with you guys and let you know how it's going. Okay, so here's the first check-in. The foundation's been on for about 3.5 hours. It's about 5:30 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, about 3.5 hours. I thought I'd do a quick check-in. Obviously my lips are gone because I ate. So yes, honestly not much has changed. Not much has changed at all. Like, the dry flaky areas are the same, the area around my nose are the same, my smile lines the same, forehead's looking good. Around my lips is fine as well, even though I've been eating. Actually held up pretty well. Let's just zoom in for you guys so you can have a look. Not bad. I think I'm gonna keep growing it for a couple more hours, and then I'll do my final check-in. But so far, actually, it's really good. It's held up fantastic. Maybe it's one of those foundations that don't blow you away from the first go, but then as you wear them in, they kind of surprise you. I have a few foundations like that where I'd never thought much of them, and then as they wore on, they turned out to be actually really, really good. So I'm guessing it's like one of those situations. Oh, pores. Yeah, pores are the same, to be honest. Pores are definitely the same. Nothing much has really changed there, like, at all. So that's brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna go off and do a couple more things, and then I'll come back and do another check-in, and probably maybe my last check-in because I still gotta go gym later. And this bitch has work tomorrow though. Yes! I'll do another check-in soon. Oh, and I haven't touched up at all. No powder, no nothing. What you see is what's been happening for the past 3.5 hours. Okay, so this is gonna be my final check-in, only because I'm gonna take this off and start going to the gym. So it's about 7:30-ish, so it's been on for another 2.5 hours, I believe. No, 2 hours. Yeah, so it's been on for about 5 to 6 hours, which is fine because I don't rarely ever wear foundation for 8 hours. Depends what I'm doing. I'm going to take these lashes off first. Oh, yes. Oh, finally. Okay, let's see how it's holding up. I still stand by my first comments about if you've got really dry skin, flaky skin, this isn't for you, love. It would definitely grab onto them. It's still grabbing onto mine. Nothing's changed, and I think it's worn really, really well. I actually like the way my skin's looking. Pores are good. They haven't been accentuated or anything like that through the time. Barely any more creasing. This really hasn't changed, as in my smile lines. The foundation around my nose hasn't really changed. This is the foundation close up. You can see it's still there, still quite good. I am a big face toucher, and nothing's really come off or anything like that. So all in all, not bad. As I said before, I think that this might be a foundation that really didn't surprise me at first, but definitely wore quite nice. I'm going to continue using this because I'm quite pleasantly surprised, to say the least. You know, upon first application I didn't really think I was going to like it. I didn't think it was anything crash hot, but as it's worn in and time has passed, I feel like my skin's gotten a lot nicer than the first initial application. I do also stand by that a sponge is the preferred method to apply the foundation. I wouldn't really recommend a brush. Just makes it sit there and look really, really, really not nice. Not nice at all. These lights are so bright. So bright. So yeah, that was my first impression. I like it. I would recommend it for definitely oily skin, normal to oily skin. Again, I wouldn't recommend it for dry skin. It is a matte finish, as it says. But all in all, really, really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next one, I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.